All right, well, this is Soledad Canyon. This might be a quick one. It's a very, very large RV park. It has there's like 3 different sections. This up here is a giant section up here. This side up here has some Wi-Fi. I have T-Mobile, so I have service up here. There's a lower section right below us, which has some kind of nice river creek views, but they're all taken by long-termers, seasonal, dusty, no service. And then there's a new section that's on the lower section also, and I doubt that they have service, but that one's also near the railroad tracks. This place is called Soledad Canyon. It almost should be called Solitude Canyon. It is in the middle of nowhere. If you happen to be coming from Santa Clarita, so if you're coming from the west east, it'll have you come down this 10-mile little road, windy road. You're going about 40 miles an hour. It seems like it takes you forever to get down those 10 miles. And then I think if you head out and you go east, it take you to Lancaster. Might be a better, quicker route to the freeway, I hope, because we're going to be going that way out of here. But today, I'm not going to get too much into this park, but just to let you know, it is pretty rough. I mean, there's a lot of long-term people here, a lot of seasonal long-term people, and it just looks like a lot of people just been living here for a long time. So I don't know what to think. We're only here for 2 nights. We're just hooking up water and electric, no sewer at the stop, because at this point we're done unhooking and setting up our cameras. That's another DIY. I put my Ring camera up on a mount and mounted it to my thing there, and I get a view of my whole front side of the trailer where my stairs are. But I got to get my camera set up, and then my wife and I are heading off to Burbank, Hollywood, and we're going to go to Universal Studios tomorrow. We're going to stay the night in a hotel. So we're just staying here for 2 free nights. We'll be back tomorrow night to stay here and then hook up and go. Off to Vegas. Sites here were, this site was not very level. I had to come down like 4 inches in the front, 2 inches on the side. But like I said, it's pretty rough. It's out here in the canyon. There's probably a lot of rattlesnakes out here. There is the creek. I saw people swimming in the creek on the way in. Another rec hall in a new section. These sites look nicer, flatter, less weeds, wider. And near the railroad tracks though, and not sure about cell reception here. No cell reception here for T-Mobile.
swimming pool, more bathrooms.
Well, just like your home and your trailer, our trailer has only been a couple years, but see how this is separating right in here? And everywhere, like even right in here, that should have caulking and seal right there. And get rainwater in there. It's going to start causing some problems. Like right there, it's already separated away from the trailer. Starting to right there, has right here, starting, it has a little bit right there. And by the end of the year, I'll probably have to go around the whole trailer and hit all these again. So I already hit this side, got a new bead. It was all kind of coming apart, away from the wall, away from the seams. Get it all nice and sealed so it stays nice and tight. And I might come back and add a little bit more right in there. And just took a nice clean cloth, clean it all off, get all the dirt out, and then let's put some sealant up here. I'll show you what I use. Alright, I carry some lube for the slide outs. It's just a rubber conditioner, keeps them from drying out. I've got some goof off. Got some alcohol just in case I need to like clean around those for the caulking and or for the sealant up top. Just in case I need it, I got some wood plastic, which I probably don't need it too often, but you never know. I've got some self-leveling Dicor product, stuff that's on the roof, the white stuff that looks all billowy and like just up there in a big mess. Got some rubber roof cleaner in case I have a tear, and I got to adhere some tape to it. It's a WD-40. Everybody's got WD-40. I got some really good adhesive goop. I've had to use this already for that self-sealing stuff for like these flaps right here. Coming undone. Put some underneath that. Push it back in. I've got paint, Rust-Oleum paint for touch up the black paint underneath, some regular caulking, and then the stuff I'm using for is just an all-purpose sealant around the trim, windows and doors. It's clear, it's waterproof, it's mold resistant, rain, same day ready. So, and this is the stuff that I got from the dealership. So that's what I've got in my bag of goodies, and I'm gonna go put that on. Just putting a nice little bead, filling the gaps, filling the holes. Nice little, just fill it up. That'll be evaporated and gone in 6 months of travel, or less, depending on the heat and the rain and stuff. It all just disappears. Ooh, I think I might add some more right there too. It just disappears, guys. The CityWalk is a collection of souvenir shops, restaurants, has a theater, has some activities here, and it's just a nice little place. It's open to the public, but you do got to pay for parking. We'll try and leave a link in the description below about the parking, but please look it up on your own as prices change always. So tomorrow morning we'll be passing through those gates. There's the Universal Globe, onto the red carpet, and into Universal Studios Hollywood. There's the theater. Again, check the times on the CityWalk, but it's a great place to come after the park closes, and you can just hang out here, get some food, just share your experiences that you had in the park that day. All right, here we go. Just like Disneyland, but it's not. Well, just like Disneyland, a large crowd gathers and waits for their time to get into the park at rope drop. The lower section has 3 or 4 sections of escalators, and it does take you about 10 to 12 minutes to get down to the bottom. So make sure you put that into your schedule for the day. Most of these people are heading right to Mario World because everything else is closed until 10 o'clock that day, this day. So the large group of people that are gathering on the left side there are scanning the QR code to get reservations for Toadstool Cafe. I hear it fills up fast. We can come back and look at all this. We just want to get on a ride. Is that you kind of walk through the queue and you get to miss a little bit of the decorations and this fascinating area that you're supposed to be basically standing and waiting to get on the ride. So it's one negative to getting in really fast. So if you really want to enjoy this ride to its fullest, you might actually want to get in a longer line and just be patient, look through all of this sightseeing novelty queue, because it is really good. But we missed a lot because we went through it so fast. And even if you do get in early, you can probably walk through this area really slow and just let people pass you. All right, first impressions of Mario Kart. Not so good. I'm not a fan. It's basically you put on some 3D goggles and you drive through and you're racing a 3D type of game, and it's confusing, etc., etc. I got 99 coins on my first try. My wife got 59. High score of the day was like 161. It is pretty hokey pokey. Not a fan of Mario Kart. People might disagree. It's just it's too 3D visual, and that's what I think what a lot of people complain about a lot of the rides here at Universal is that it's all 3D stuff and visual, not much of a ride, but we'll see, because we're going to do some of the rides today and hope we don't get sick, because I'm prone to motion sickness. Anyways, again, The Mario Kart already has, it's already 8:19, and it says it has a 30-minute wait. But like one guy said, if you're a single rider, like I was planning on doing, was maybe going to do the ride, and if I really liked it, I'd jump into the single rider line. And the single rider line, there's probably nobody in it right now. So my wife and I are not buying the wristbands, and we're not, you can buy the wristbands I think over there, and we are not partaking in all of the games in here, which is why the early hour might come in handy, because you can go through and do all the games, but then you have to wait. At each station is going to get crowded and more crowded and more crowded, and then you're going to have to get reservations to get in here, because the line for each of the game activities is going to take a while. So there's little stations throughout this little land to do the games. We're not playing the games, we're just here to sightsee, do the ride, and then go on to the rest of the park. But it is really cool though. I mean, the visual part of it is really stunning. Inside is nice. Enjoyed that part. All right, I just came off of the Transformers ride. Oh. And I feel a little sweaty and a little nauseous. We did the Mummy ride before that, and that wasn't too bad. Now we're going to Jurassic Park.
Top of the food chain sat the Mosasaurus, apex predator. Flash around in the water. You may even see our new famous.
It's going to be the new, I think, Fast and Furious ride. All right, I'm in heaven. Oh, look at the donuts. It is so big. That's the equivalent to about 3 maple bars at your typical store. So this is their daily filming schedule. Quantum Leap and The Voice on stage 24 and 25, it looks like. Kind of glary. Heading on to the studio tour. This is their 60th year anniversary of the studio tour. Started a couple days ago, and it's going to go through August. So they have special events going on with the 60th year anniversary. They have clothes, souvenirs, and special food to commemorate the 60th year studio tour. Do your research better than I did, because coming in April, the crowds weren't all that big, and we didn't need to really buy an express pass. The early entry, I think, is what you should buy. The express pass, I think you could skip, because you don't really probably need to ride any of these rides more than once. And we could have saved ourselves the bundle of money by not buying that. Also, check with your hotel, because our hotel allows us to stay in the parking garage until 5 p.m. the next day. Even though we checked out, we were able to leave our car there. So that was a bonus, without having to pay parking twice. 60 years. We came and saw the studio tour many years ago when we got to see King Kong before he burned down. Now it's been made into more of a video.
On the tour after using the bathroom, because it's going to be a while for you back here. First time.
The stars of Hollywood's golden age. Now, they're used as off-road sets.
Dr. Love passed by New York Street. One of our most popular, a little bit closer to our metro set to see some of these streets we have out here. Our metro set was redesigned, rebuilt in 2008. Before that, this whole area was the home to a studio tour classic. I'm here to tell As I mentioned, he says the most famous because it's really featured all of our classic Universal monster films for years. My west is the This opera house off to the left is actually newer. But before that, as we pass by, the large-scale set like this is good part of the studio.
I thought, what if it's going to a Jezebel town right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
This is one of the pleasure rides, okay? Now close. Bobby, get in.
Got my butterbeer. So the butterbeer, this is cold. They're hot and they have frozen. The best part is the foamy white stuff on top. And I'm not 100% sure, but they do make a dairy-free one. So I think this has a little dairy in it, which when you first got it, of course, it doesn't look like it has any dairy in it. But I think it's the little cream or something on top, which is the best tasting part of the whole thing. It tastes kind of like a cream soda. But you have to experience it, especially if you're a Harry Potter fan. Next show stop is Waterworld.
That was weak. That was like you're all asleep or something. Gotta wake you up, I guess. We'll try that again. I said, hi! That's more like it. And they're just like, yeah, all right, cool, the one guy, that works. Conrad, did you really let them know about the policies? Because like I said, it's a lot of water. You know, just come over here. Fantastic. I'm glad we all got here. We figured that out. Coming! Jet ski coming in!
Oh, they got so All right, well, the Hogwarts ride was really cool. Everything was really neat about it, but for me it was a little nauseating, a little too much for me. It actually broke down at the last second for us, but it was pretty neat. But I don't know if I would do it again because of the way it made me feel. All right, the cold butterbeer versus the frozen butterbeer. I think I like the frozen butterbeer better, but we haven't tried the hot butterbeer. It's like an icy, slushy. And this is their sticky pudding cake.
Sticky toffee pudding.
Sticky toffee pudding.